Hi, good evening. Today, let us talk about the tragedy of Boeing 787 Dreamliner flight crash, whereby nearly 280 people lost their lives on board 242, including the crew and passengers, and collateral damage. The BJ Medical College students and staff and the family members of the students altogether rose the figure up to 280 lives lost in the mishap. Let us think about whether the journey, the travel by road or by train or by air, which is safe, which is safer. We all think that air travel is more safe and more, more faster. We can reach within hours to the destiny compared to road journey and train journey. We can see many tragedies on road journey every day, somewhere or other, whether it is a four-wheeler or whether it is two-wheeler or it's a big bus or a big lorry or vans or big trawlers, transport vehicles. But the trains are also, because of many problems like derailing and missing signals or wrong signaling, wrong communication, many accidents are happening in this modern electronically controlled signal system. The signaling also should be not so prompt compared to the olden days, good olden days, where the signals or signaling is controlled manually. So now the Boeing Dreamliner, many doubts are arose about the mishap. So the first one is high pressure, high temperature and high impact factors. So high temperature, almost 1000 degrees centigrade temperature led to the plane crash, and the technical issue is failing of both the engines. Both the engines may be due to hitting of some birds, a group of birds flying across the plane and struck the engines, or the fuel which was filled, some 120 liters of fuel filled for traveling 9 long hours straight away to go to very far places like London and Canada. So the fuel caught fire and the temperature rose very high and high pressure, and the another cause is the flaps were not shut. The flaps which are used for alighting the flight into the air and going higher and higher were not shut after the takeoff, and at the point of 620 to 630 near about 670 meters high in the air, it turned down. The engine turned down and the flight started hitting the traveling towards the ground. It could not take off against the gravitational force of the earth, and it went and caught between two buildings on the BJ Medical College hostel, where the students are having their lunch, staff are there, they are also having lunch, and some family members of the students are also there, unfortunately, and most of the people got dead. Most of them lost their lives. Maybe it's a bad day for them. It's the collateral damage. They're not on board, they're not in travel, and unfortunately they lost their lives. We cannot say, we cannot predict such things in travel. And the Boeing Dreamliner, the Boeing company is supplying the Dreamliner aircrafts to most of the countries like America, Britain, Canada, and Gulf countries, and Australian countries, and Australia, New Zealand, and Ethiopia, and Indonesia. The Indonesian and Ethiopian tragedies are also recently seen, whereby the Boeing flight got into accident and many people lost their lives. And an Ethiopian issue also, the plane crash occurred and many people lost their lives. In Indonesia, the flight fell into the sea near Java Islands, and thereby the people lost their lives. So altogether it has to be probed, because it belongs to American country. America is also probing and joining in inquiry against the accident. And Britain, as the flight is going to London, Britain people are also British citizens are also there on the board. So Britain is also sending their troop for investigation into the plane crash, and mainly the Indian government and the DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation, and AAIB, Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, and the NTS from America, and many other investigating agencies are probing the plane crash. It may be a sabotage involved in this by influencing the ground staff. They might have mixed something into the fuel. It might have happened, I am not sure, and or a technical fault, or pilot mistake, because the pilot has run aircrafts almost 80,000 hours. Flight experience is there to both the pilots, so we cannot suspect them. And the birds might have hit the engines also, because generally one engine will fail, the another engine will work, and it gives time for safe landing to the pilot. But here both the engines failed at a time, and before the flight coming from London to India also, in London airport also, it got some technical mistake, but it was rectified and it has been sent to India. There is no proper check on security and safety levels, no safety measures, no proper control in the civil aviation issues. They are not so strict. Some lethargy, some negligence is seen. It is not the plane crash, it is the crash of many lives, many families. The bread earners are there in the flight, and the most valuable life, Shri Vijay Rupani, the ex-CM of Gujarat, is also there. Many doctors are there, many aspiring students are there, many employees are there. So all are the working force of this world we have lost, and most preciously the medicos who are having future bright dreams in their life and serving to the society in the medical field, they also have lost their lives, and the staff also lost their lives. So this tragedy is really very painful. Really, I was shocked. I could not feel uh, anything else except the tragedy. But the last 4 days, I could not think well, and I could not have any other thoughts except the tragedy of the plane crash. Let us hope for a better investigation. The black box was found, and let the black box reveal the real truth of the crash, and let the handing over of the bodies to the relatives by matching the DNAs. Let all the process complete, and let us not have any more crash, whether it is plane or train or road. Let us hope for safe India and better India. God bless this country and the people, the travelers. Hope for a good day, good year to this world. God bless all. Good night.